bubble blaster. Hey everyone, today is all about oils. I know you've seen oils on my channel. If you've been watching, you might be thinking, I don't even know how I would get started with oils. I have no idea. Seems a little too far out there for me. I just don't really know. Well, I want to break it down for you and show you guys what comes in this starter kit that I am raving about. They really are the staple oils for your everyday uses. Let's just dive into this. I'll show you guys the box. Okay, I'm not going to show you the box because it won't fit really. These are the oils. 11 oils that you get. I'm just going to run through them as quickly as I can here, okay? This one, Thieves. It's good for immune boosting, it's good for cleaning, and they actually have a Thieves cleaner. They have a line of Thieves products, but this one, you know, when all the junk's going around, the back to school, I know it's a little ways away, but it seems like it'll be here quicker than we think. When all the junk's going around at school. So you're saying, okay, so what do I do with this oil? First, you can apply it topically. Give you a quick rundown on using a carrier oil with your essential oil. So carrier oil will be like grapeseed oil, almond oil, coconut oil, something like that. If I was to use Thieves, let's say on the bottom of my feet or on the bottom of my kids' feet to help the immune system or to help get rid of something that we might have, the bottoms of our feet have the biggest pores. What I would do is I would take my grapeseed or almond oil, whatever we're using, I would squirt some of this in my hand, probably a nickel size-ish for 1 drop of Thieves, maybe a little bit more for kids. Then I would put 1 drop of this Thieves in my palm after I do the carrier oil, and then I can put it right on the bottoms of my feet, or I could put it, if I have a sore throat, I could put it on my throat. So that's how you would use a carrier oil. Now, what does the carrier oil do? We're talking about Thieves, so first of all, Thieves is a hot oil. It has cinnamon in it, which hot meaning, well, we know, like even when you use cinnamon to bake or to cook with, it can be spicy. So it would be considered a hot oil. What the carrier oil does is it slows the absorption of the essential oil into your skin. So people with sensitive skin, kids, always you use a carrier. So for Thieves, you would use the carrier oil. Put on the bottom of your feet, put your socks on, put your shoes on, and you're good to go. What other way could I use Thieves? One of these 2 diffusers comes with your kit for the 160. That's how much the kit costs. So let's just say you're using this one. You take the top off, it comes off in a couple pieces, these cones. So on the inside, you have your red indicator, your water line. So you would fill the water to just underneath that little red indicator. Okay, so you have your water in there. Then you would take your essential oil and you would put, for beginners, I say 2 to 3 drops. Put this back on. Put this back on. And then you got your on button. So this one in particular, you push it once, this will glow kind of a blue color, and the diffuser will come out. You'll see this, the water diffusing kind of out the top. If you push it again, the light will go off, but your diffuser will still continue. And then you hit it one more time and it turns completely off. So this one will probably go about 3 to 4 hours. So this one is also an option for the 160. This one has an interval setting, so it will go on 30 seconds, off 30 seconds, on 30 seconds, off. I like to use this like for my kids' room if they're sick and I want the diffuser to last most of the night to help them especially if they have a cough or congestion, something. So this will last most of the night on the interval setting. It also has a light that you can turn on or off. It kind of glows. It's like, purple, kind of a rose top. Those are the two diffuser choices. So that's another way that you can use your oils. When you diffuse thieves, it's going to help get rid of the junk that's in the air, because we can try to get rid of the junk on our bodies, but if it's still floating around in the air, it's on the walls, it's who knows where, that's where this comes in handy to diffuse it. Move on from thieves, because thieves, I can talk all day about thieves. Lavender. Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife oil. It's good for bumps and bruises and scrapes, and it's good for allergies. It's good for sleep, for relaxing, for when you're just kind of going crazy. It's really good. Lavender and cedarwood are really good in the diffuser at night, but just lavender even on its own. In the diffuser at night, I would do, again, start 2 to 3 drops and go from there. We just had fireworks and stuff last night. Lavender's really good. You can use on your pets too, to kind of keep them calm during craziness, or maybe you have a hyper animal, I don't know, and you want to calm them down in a certain situation, or just in general. Lavender is also really good for skin things. So lavender, frankincense, and melrose are in the cream that I use for my son and his patchy, dry, itchy red breakouts that he has on his skin. Lavender's part of it. Next, Digize. Digize is going to be like your digestive system one. Upset stomach, rumbly, tumbly, whatever's going on. I just ate something I shouldn't have ate. Oil. Yeah, that one. It's good for the stomach bug. My kids get stomach bug. I'll use Digize and peppermint actually together, clockwise around the belly button. Again, you're going to use the carrier oil in your hand, put a drop of Digize, maybe a drop of peppermint if you want, clockwise around the belly button. If you're using the oils for a specific thing, like a stomach bug, you would reapply, if needed, every 2 to 3 hours. The oils will metabolize and leave your body in about 2 hours. So if you still got some churning going on, you can apply after 2 hours, or if your kids or whoever's sick. All right, moving on. Copaiba. This one enhances the oils you mix with it. It's also an anti-inflammatory. It's good for respiratory things or congestion. This one I always mix with my pain roller. I make a pain roller with Panaway, peppermint, copaiba, or you could just use it in your hand. You put the carrier oil in your hand, put a drop, a drop, a drop, and it'll cover a bigger area than if you just use the essential oil. That's another reason you use a carrier oil. Put it on. Yeah. Purification. Purification. This one, if you watched my laundry soap recipe video, you would see I used purification in my homemade laundry soap. If you haven't checked out my laundry soap video, you can do that if you're interested in making your own. It's good for bad odors. It helps kind of get the junk out of the air. Oh, you can put this like on a cotton ball. Put a drop on a cotton ball and put it in your stinky shoes, or your husband's stinky shoes, stinky gym bags, hockey equipment, that kind of stuff. Yeah. You can also, for earaches and things, now you never want to drip oils into your ear, ever, ever, ever. You can put purification on a cotton ball and put the cotton ball kind of here, and it can pull if you got some junk going on inside ears. Kids that get recurrent problems, things like that. I've had sinus pressure, plugged, whatever. I don't know what you even want to call it. Lavender, lemon, purification, peppermint. You can layer each one separately. So you, again, put the carrier oil in your hand. Put 1 drop of lemon here, all around here. I have a video on this technique too, wherever, if you have the headache going, the pressure here, the ears, and then you put a little more carrier, put the lavender, do the same thing wherever it's bothering you. Then a little more carrier. If you have some left, you don't have to keep putting a whole handful of carrier oil, but then you do the purification, same thing, and kind of put it here and down. And then end with peppermint. Other oils tend to go away from peppermint, so I find that in this technique it pushes all the other oils in. I did that for about a day and a half, every 2 to 3 hours, when I was just, my head felt like it was going to explode. I woke up the next morning and I just felt it let go. Panaway, we just kind of talked about that one a little bit. It's the pain oil. It's a blend. It has wintergreen in it, which is not safe for kids. That's why it would have a child lock on it. But it is great for pain issues, muscle aches, even headaches. Again, put the carrier oil, put some Panaway. I would do Panaway peppermint. You know, again, Panaway peppermint, copaiba. Put it in your hand, and it's like, oh, my knee hurts from doing all those squats I'm gonna have to do this week. You guys will be seeing the workout videos too. I can kind of foresee some pain involved. So pain, Panaway, pain. Peppermint, we've already just been kind of talking about that one too. Peppermint is like my go-to. If I got a headache, oh, the best one I use it for is, I don't know about you guys, I get car sick really bad. I just have this motion thingy, whatever problem. Unless I'm driving. If I'm driving, I'm good, but I feel like, I don't know, some people just don't know how to drive. I'm like, really? Can you start stopping sooner? Because I can't handle it. I'll just take this with me. If I'm going on a road trip, I got my bottle of peppermint. You don't even have to necessarily apply this. This is another way that you can use oils. You can also benefit just through your olfactory system, like your smell. So, I mean, I just smell it right out of a cap. And for me, I can do that, and it's enough to kind of cut that nauseous car sick feeling. Lemon. You know, just nice fresh lemon. Who doesn't love that? It's great in the diffuser. It kind of just gives you that lemony, fresh smelling house. You know, like when you want it to smell clean, but maybe it's been neglected for a few days, weeks. Same with freshening up your garbage disposal. Put a drop of lemon in there. You can use it for sore throats. Lemon, as we said, is also part of that kind of sinusy, plugged whatever, with the lavender, lemon, purification, and peppermint kind of layering technique. It's good to get like marker and pen, crayon, whatever somebody decided to draw on your wood kitchen table with. It gets gum out of carpet. Frankincense. You guys have all heard of frankincense, I'm sure. Can I just tell you to order just the bottle of frankincense? It's like $96 or something for the big bottle. The kit is $160. You get frankincense in the kit, plus the diffuser, plus all these other oils. Come on. Frankincense. It's good for skin issues, for anti-aging. Maybe you have like a face cream that you use currently that you love. Why not amp it up and put some couple drops of frankincense in there and put it on there? All these essential oils are oxygenating in your body. They create oxygen. And the bad stuff can't thrive in an oxygen-rich environment. So why not create more oxygen in our body and get rid of some of the stuff that we don't want in our body? Frankincense. My kids, for whatever reason, the magic combination for them, when they have that nagging cough that lasts through the night and you just want them to sleep, thieves and frankincense in the diffuser. Couple drops each, boom. They sleep all night. That coffee, naggy, whatever it is, calms so they can sleep all night. So mom can sleep all night. RC. RC is a good one for respiratory things also, having problems breathing, congestion. It's also good for even during workouts, like, you know, we're all, well, at least I am, I don't know. RC can help with that. Actually, RC and copaiba would be a great combination for that, since this is an amplifier, so it would help amplify the RC, but this is also good for respiratory stuff too. As you can see as I go through this, there is a ton of ways that you can use these oils. Stress away. This one's kind of like the bonus oil, so it doesn't really have a slot. Bonus! This was probably one of my favorites when I first got my kit, other than thieves. That was a favorite too. When I could finally retreat to my bedroom, lock the kids out, some of this, turn on my diffuser, maybe I would read, maybe I would watch some TV, whatever it was me time. All the stresses of the day and the worries just disappear. It smells really good. Lavender, lime, vanilla. Oh, yum. This you can actually wear just like as perfume too, you know, maybe you have a really stressful job, or maybe you have road rage. Keep this in your car so you can, again, you can just smell it even. Put it behind your ears. It just kind of has this, all right, let's just take it down a notch. Stress away, the take it down a notch oil. You get a whole bunch of like little sample oils. These are all in the kit. You get a sample of Peace and Calming, which doesn't come in the regular size bottle in the kit. This is also good for relaxing, for kind of peace and calming your children when they're running around like crazy. This in the diffuser, there's like, I don't know, a couple drops in here. Enough to try it, and then you can order some if you like it. You also get these little sharing containers with your kit too, so maybe if you're traveling and you don't want to take your big bottle oils or something, these will fit maybe in your purse or something, you can do that. Or again, if somebody wants to try some and you want to share your oils, I'd be like, get your own. You also get this roller top thing, majigger. You can put this right on the top of one of your essential oil bottles. A lot of people might put it on their stress away, because this is one like you could, you know, just like wear like perfume. You can put it right on. So I'll show you on this. That one's not open, so I'll show you on my lavender. So you have this like cap on here. You just kind of pry it up, and this comes off. Then you would put this on here, and then you would use this cap instead that they give with you, and then you would kind of twist it on there and then off, and now it's on securely, so I can just put it on. So again, I mean, this is on lavender. You certainly could put it on your lavender if you wanted to. That's pretty cool. Here's what it looks like if you reorder it in a big bottle, because we order it in the bottles now. They do sell them in the little pouches. I wish I had a pouch to show you. Each pouch has 2 servings. Like, they're 1 ounce shots you would take in the morning. So my husband is all about his NingXia. He's like, how much are you spending on oils? Well, do you really need blah, 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 blah? I'll be like, really? Because we can take your NingXia off. Yeah, he's not sacrificing his NingXia. Promotes oxygenation in your body. It's a really cool graphic on somebody's blood cells before NingXia. And if you guys remember biology and all that, if you have blood cells that are kind of stacked like coins, you don't have a lot of surface area for each blood cell to receive oxygen. Then they took a picture, a snapshot of somebody's blood cells after NingXia, and all the blood cells had kind of spread out. Now you have blood cells that are like coins, where they have all that surface area spread out to receive oxygen. And once again, we know that the bad stuff can't thrive in an oxygen-rich environment. My husband swears by it. He definitely doesn't get sick nearly as much as he used to. It has the antioxidant power of like this whole list of foods, like 34 onions and 800 blueberries, and like there's this whole list. I'll put it down in the description because it's crazy. You could never even eat that much stuff in a day, but it has all of the power of those foods all in a 1-ounce shot. It's also made with the wolfberry, which is one of the highest antioxidant foods out there. Along with all of the 11 oils, the NingXia samples, the diffuser, with all that, you also get a membership to Young Living. You get a kit. This creates your account. You get a username, password, 4-digit PIN, so it's like yours, and you get a 24% discount forever. You can jump on in your account and reorder. I know I'm in Michigan. Some of you guys you're all wherever. If you have internet, which you do if you're watching this video, you can log on to your account and reorder whatever stuff you need whenever you need it. That's the best part. You don't have to go directly through me. I know a lot of things that we buy from people, you have to go through the person you bought and blah blah blah. This is really cool because you don't. You just jump on your account and you're good to go. I have a secret Facebook group. There's actually 2 of them. I have a personal Facebook group called Simply Oils. I know, Simply Katie and Simply Oils. I post things in there. You can ask questions. You can talk to other people that use oils. It's just really fun. It's really cool because once you get into these things, I'm telling you, it's addicting. It's like, oh my gosh, what can you use this for? What can you use this? Not only is it just addicting and fun, I don't know how many trips to the doctor I've saved just by trying an oil first. I am not an all or nothing. I'm not oils or nothing. Medicine has its time and place. We all need medicines at some point for something. If I can eliminate an over-the-counter pill or something and replace it with a natural remedy, I am totally trying that first. Get into my secret group called Simply Oils. We also have a group called The Library, and it's a database of information. It's people that have used oils for something. You type in the search box, headache, you're going to get all these testimonials of what people have used for a headache. So maybe you're like, well, she said to use peppermint for my headache and that didn't work. Now what? Well, everybody's body is different. What works for one person may not work for another. That's why this is great. You jump on there, you type in headache, and you're like, oh, well, this person used this instead and it worked. So maybe I'll try that. It's just a great resource. I've been on it numerous times in the middle of the night. Oh, my kid's got a fever. I don't want to give him, my little one that's allergic to everything, I don't want to give him medicine. What can I do? What oil can I use that might work? Peppermint, diluted along the spine for fevers. Knocked it right out. They also have a rewards program. If you're using oils, if you're gonna use the oils, it's almost silly not to be on it. They give you % of what you spend back. I don't know if you guys have Kohl's, the store in your area. It's kind of like Kohl's Cash. You know, you spend a certain amount, they give you some back to spend on other things, but it's like free money. It's like, hey, you spent X amount of dollars, we're giving you X amount back, and you're like, sweet, I want to try some other oil, or now it can go towards my oils that I need to use. Whatever it is, but Young Living is very generous as far as that goes. If you're using oils and you're going to continue to use them, it's silly to not be on ER. I'll put all the information in the description box. I'll put the link to the website, and I'll also put my number in there so you can be sure to get in all of my private groups. If you buy this kit, you are not signing your life away. You are not putting yourself into a position where you have to sell it. You certainly have the option to at a certain point if you do want to join my team. How awesome would that be? In different areas of the country and even other countries. So yeah, that's the thing too, is it is available for you guys to order these oils if you're not in the United States. So that is it for the starter kit video. Definitely comment below, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you guys get my upcoming videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Alright, so I showed you guys how to put this rollerball on, so you're like, great, now how do I get it off this bottle? Watch this cool trick. you take your cap and kind of just like you're cracking it. Oh my gosh, I just did it. There. Kind of crack it and it just pulls it off. And now it's off and you can put it on another bottle or whatever you want to do with it. It just grew legs and walked away. Which, no, you create. Okay, I don't have a bubble blaster.